Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Morgan and I have my own art small business called Morgan's Creations. This video is a look at a few days or a week in my life as a small business owner doing some shopping and packing orders. For some reason, I just got super busy the last week of July having to do a lot of shopping, and I also got a few orders that I had to pack as well. There were huge sales going on. Most of them were back to school sales. So let's go back in time to the last week of July and I'll show you guys what I was up to. This is a painting I made called A Winter Morning. This painting is a few years old and I've had it for sale ever since. I painted it with the intent to sell it, and now years later it has finally sold. I've had so many compliments about this piece. I've slowed down on making new paintings. I'm trying to just sell what I currently have and then make new ones eventually. I'm just trying to sell my current stock. That'll clear up my space a lot. So anyways, I shipped this painting the same way I do with all of my paintings. It was just slightly more difficult because it is a bigger painting, so I definitely needed to get a bigger box and I used more materials. By the way, this did sell on eBay. I've been doing super well on eBay lately, which is kind of crazy. I've had more eBay sales than my actual website, which is very interesting. The very next day, the same person who bought the painting bought a print. So this person must have been checking out my artwork that I have for sale on eBay. Very grateful for this sale, and they were very nice in the review and everything. And it's just really cool to get repeat customers. Lately, I've gotten a ton of repeat customers through eBay, so this is really crazy that this has happened this year. Super grateful for this repeat customer sale. I still have the original painting of this up for sale. This one is called Road to Infinity. We also went to this Japanese store called Daiso. I feel like I've been there a lot recently. I was looking for some small pouches and some small travel-sized containers for vacation. I'm back from vacation now. This was filmed before my trip, but I was looking for some smaller pouches to put some of my smaller items in for traveling. And Daiso had so many options. It was a little overwhelming. I looked around the store and they literally had so many options. I had a lot to choose from, so I spent a while trying to decide what I wanted to get. I also looked at some of their office and stationery supplies. They have a ton of organization stuff too, and I just love looking at it. I could really go crazy in this store and just buy a bunch of unnecessary stuff, so definitely had to control myself a little bit. On an end cap, I ended up finding these really cute soft pouches. I couldn't really decide between the purple and the white. It took me forever to pick which color to get, so you'll find out soon when I do the haul. And then I also found this hard case as well. It's this really pretty iridescent purple color. I looked around for a little bit more, but I was really glad to find everything I was looking for at Daiso. Quick haul of everything I got from Daiso. Shout out to my aunt. She got me a couple things, so thank you. Here is my bag. This is a really cute little small travel case. It's a hardcover. The tag says hard case purple, so yeah, that's what it is. It's iridescent, so you can see that kind of rainbow reflection, and I love this color. I think it's so pretty. It's a little bit darker in person. There's a zipper and a little ring here, so you can easily attach it to a bunch of different things, which I like. And we're gonna open this up and I'll show you what's inside. The inside is gray and it's got a little pocket on this side. This side is open, and this one is very similar. It's basically the same thing, but it's a soft case. And I love this purple color so much. As you can tell, I love this shade of purple. It basically is the same color as my wall. Very similar colors. I just love this shade of purple. It's so pretty. And on the tag, this one says lip pouch purple. And this is the same thing with like the gold trimming, or I guess the gold zipper and chain, but I like the gold accent. It's super cute and it matches the color a lot. I really like it. Again, this one has a little chain with a ring, so you can easily attach it to whatever you want, I guess. You can take the clip off and like loop it around things and stuff, so this is very useful. There was white and this purple. This was the last purple they had, so I'm really glad I got it. It's very spacious, so I'm gonna keep all of my softer items in here. Even though it is pretty small, I can definitely still fit a lot of things in here. And there's also a flower pattern on the inside, just some little travel cases that I got. I needed something small to put my smaller items in so they're not loose in my bag. Today is going to be a really long shopping day. I've got a lot of different stuff planned. I'm going to be going to Michael's, maybe Walmart, Meijer, Jewel, maybe the Dollar Tree. There are so many sales going on this week. I've got a lot of coupons as well I need to use, so let's get started. I had a $5 voucher. I actually ordered my stuff online. They had a coupon that was online only. I think it was a 30% off coupon, and I could stack that with the $5 voucher. So I was going to save more money ordering my items online and then going to pick them up in store. So when I went to Michael's, the first thing I did was picked up my order, and then I looked around for a little bit. I checked out their clearance section. They have a whole aisle full of clearance. I don't know if every Michael's is like this, but they had just a ton of random stuff, and honestly it wasn't that good. It wasn't anything that I use or anything that I like. It was kind of just a bunch of random mess. I ended up finding 3 bottles of paint, but the colors were really bad, so I didn't think it was worth getting them. I wouldn't use them. I also looked at some of the storage containers that they have. It was a pretty good deal, only for a couple of dollars, but I didn't need them, so I didn't get it. I also went to the shipping supplies aisle. I was interested in looking at some of the mailers and the tape because I go through a lot of shipping supplies, so I'm always trying to stock up on that kind of stuff. I also wanted to see what their price on bubble wrap was, and I was shocked to see that this was $6. It's so expensive. It's not even that much. 10 square feet for $6 is insane. It's not worth it. Do not get this here. You can find it much cheaper at other stores. Then I went to Hobby Lobby. I was not planning on going to Hobby Lobby. My sister has this glass cup with a glass straw and a bamboo lid. My sister has one and I really liked hers, so I wanted to get one for myself. And then I went on to look at some of the art supplies like the drawing pens and markers, colored pencils, stuff like that. I was very excited to go to Meijer this year and look at their back to school sale. Every year they do a back to school sale. It's pretty much the same every single year, so I kind of knew what to expect. I spent a really long time going through all of the school supplies, all of the displays and aisles. They had so much stuff. So after I walked around for a little bit, I had an idea of what I wanted to get. I did have a list, but it was pretty small. I only got the urgent stuff I needed on my list. The main thing I wanted to get at Meijer were their notebooks. These are just simple, cheap, basic notebooks. They were on sale for 45 cents, which is a really great deal. I preferred the cheap notebooks because I go through them so quickly. So I spent a little bit of time picking out some colors. I only decided to get 2. I still have some new ones at home from last year, but I decided I would just get a few more just in case. I also stocked up on a lot of office supplies last year, so I still have a lot of supplies that I bought last year, so this year I didn't really need a ton of stuff. This display of pencil cases definitely reminded me of Wicked with the pink and green colors. The only other thing I wanted to look at were the dry erase markers. I definitely need some. I don't really care about the brand that much, so I figured that this is something I would save for the Dollar Tree. I think I'll make a separate video and go to the Dollar Tree at some point, but I got all of the important stuff in this trip. Then I went to Jewel. Jewel is a grocery store, but they do have a small selection of office and stationery supplies. Some of their packing and shipping material was on sale, so I really wanted to get that stuff, but unfortunately, the mailer that I wanted to get was all sold out. I needed some bigger mailers, but unfortunately they were sold out, so I was a little upset about that. Instead, I decided to look at some of the smaller sized mailers, even though I still have a lot of those. I also looked at some of the tape and stuff, but again, I just decided to get the tape at the Dollar Tree. I'm not in an urgent need of tape. I still have some at home, so I can get tape at a later point. And this was kind of crazy. I saw the exact same bubble wrap that was at Michael's here at Jewel, and this was significantly cheaper. Jewel had it on sale for $1.90. So glad I did not get any at Michael's. It was such a better deal to get it at Jewel. These are all of the bags of stuff that I just got. This might be my biggest haul ever on this channel. I think I have 4 different bags to go through. I went to like 4 different places today. For some reason, everything just decided to be on sale this week. Thank you to my grandpa for sponsoring this trip. I don't even know where to start. I guess I'll start with Michael's. Michael's had a $5 voucher. The day I saw the voucher, they had a 30% off coupon online. So I decided to use my voucher online with the 30% off coupon and then just pick up my order in store. So this way I did save a little bit of extra money money instead of buying everything in store. So all I had to do at Michael's was just pick up my order. So this is the first thing I got. This is by the brand Celebrate It, and these are just basic bubble mailers, and I got the craft brown color. It's a 5-pack, and these are 7.7 inches by 9.7 inches. This I believe was $5.99 plus my 30% off, so this was a pretty good deal. I definitely need to stock up on some mailers. I'm running a little bit low, and again, I do like the bigger size of these, so I should be good now for a while on mailers. And I also got some more Mod Podge. For the last couple of years, I've been using my sister's Mod Podge. It's the same kind, it's the glossy Mod Podge, and I've used so much of hers that it's almost gone, so I kind of owe her, but at least now we have some extra Mod Podge. This was on sale for I think $2.99, or I got it for $2.99 with my coupon. This is 8 ounces, but it'll last for a very long time. Here's my bag from Hobby Lobby. The only thing I got at Hobby Lobby was one of these glass bottles, glass cups with a lid, I think it says, drinking glass with a glass straw. I've seen these a lot. These are super popular. I wanted something to put my coffee in, but I also like the clear design so I can see my drink and stuff. I think this is super cute. My sister actually has the same one. She got it first and I really like hers, so I had to get myself one, of course. Then I went to Meijer. So at Meijer, they were having their back to school sale. The only thing I needed from Meijer were some notebooks. They had these for 45 cents each. I have a lot of these, but I figured I would just get a few more since they were only 45 cents. I don't need anything fancy. Like, these cheap notebooks are perfect for what I need. These notebooks are 70 sheets. These are wide ruled. It's just the basic Meijer brand. I got a blue one and I also got a green one. I have a lot of yellow and red at home, so I figured I would try to get at least one different color. And last but not least from today is my haul from Jewel. I got some bubble wrap. I didn't know Jewel had stationery and office supplies. The section at the store was very, very small, especially the shipping area. I have a lot of leftover, reused, recycled bubble wrap, but I want something a little bit more professional. Like, I don't really like to reuse bubble wrap for my paintings if I don't have to. Like, when I'm shipping things to people, I want them to have like fresh bubble wrap. And lately I've been trying to piece together, like Frankenstein, trying to piece together different sizes of leftover bubble wrap sheets, and it doesn't look the best, so I wanted to just use something that is all the same size. This is 10 square feet. It's 12 inches by 10 feet. That's gonna make shipping my large paintings a lot easier. This was actually a really, really great deal at Jewel. It was on sale for $1.89 for each, so I got 2. I saw this exact same thing at Michael's, but Michael's had it $5.99, which is insane. I'm so glad I did not get it at Michael's. I'm so glad I used my $5 voucher on something else. I have no idea why these are so expensive at Michael's. I don't know why I tried to go to 4 different places in one day. It was definitely a long day, but I'm very glad I am stocked up now on pretty much everything I need. The last little bit of stationery and office supplies I need I can get at the Dollar Tree. None of that stuff goes on sale. It always stays the same price, so I can go to the Dollar Tree whenever. I don't even go to school anymore, but I always get really, really excited for back to school sales, and I usually do this kind of shopping once a year, so I should be good now. I should be stocked up until 2026. The last week of July was probably one of my busiest weeks this year so far as a business owner, and I'm also preparing for some fall and winter craft shows. Christmas is coming so fast, so basically it's not going to get any easier. I only get busier from here, and I just have more work to do now leading into the end of the year. In the comments, let me know what you guys are up to right now. Let me know how your summer is going as we get towards the end of summer now and it's almost fall. And of course, let me know if you liked this video in the comments. You can leave all of your thoughts, questions, or ideas in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!